Peace, y'all. Hey, y'all. So, today, brand new day, right? I know I titled this as Are You Still Grieving? Because I just came out of one of my classes and we're starting our trauma work. And if you've been following for a while, we've been looking at the letters. I expressed how I wanted to go even deeper more into the trauma work. We've been doing this work and it's never gonna end. I'm sorry. Like, I know that there's some still thinking that if I hurry up and get this done and I get over this, then I won't have anything else to do. That's not true. That's not how growth works. But getting into the grieving part, because I just bust out in tears after meditation, but then I realized the reason why it happened and took place. Sometimes we feel like we should be done with something or we should be over that. And I'll use my mom crossing over as an example because that's what came up for me today. All days aren't the same. Some days I can talk without crying. Some days I can just cry practically the day. Um, some days I can be cheerful, cry, go back to cheerful, go back to cry, go back to cheerful, and that's done. Um, and today, I didn't know where it was coming from, but I asked. And there was that part of me that almost said, like, oh my goodness, you're still crying? And it's like, yes, I am. I'm still crying. And it still hurts. It's not a neutral for me. Um, and I'm okay with it. I sat on camera not knowing what it was that was coming up for me, but allowing it to reveal itself. And what got it revealing itself is someone else was talking about this relationship that just ended in their life and they're like waiting to get over this. And it's like, you really cared, you really loved, you really had times, you've created moments, you've created habits, right? Not saying that everything had to be great, but it's not the fact of everything having to be worse. And you expect just because you decide to go in, or when you say that you're done with something or something decides to be done with this realm, that there wouldn't be a consequence, or things just go, sometimes they can just go back to that. And I know some are like, what are you talking about? You should be over. If you feel that you're not, this is not for you. It's okay that the message is not, it's not for you. I wanted to show up to tell you to be gentle. Be gentle with yourself, because as you become committed to things, and again, if we've been doing this for a while, you understand what I'm saying, that as the growth is happening and the growth is taking place and taking shape and taking space, some things fall off. Some people will not be there. Some situations, some homes won't go. Some jobs, some cash won't be there. But it's not the fact of, my goodness, can I hurry up and get over this? Even though we want to rush it because we don't want to feel that anymore, right? But it's actually pushing back to say, no, get in here and feel this. Feel a little bit of it. Recognize it. Some of the layers aren't recognizable. Like, you don't know that it's there. And it's okay. But I'm going to say, be gentle. That's why I'm like, are you still grieving? Yes. Allow consciousness to flow, and what that looks like and what that feels like. It's allowing you to recognize and see, engage where you are, and to be okay with it. Some things we're not okay with. Some things will cause a rage and an anger to come up that's so fierce and so wild. And in honesty, sometimes it's needed to get us to where we're going. But I'm not saying you've got to go through the fire in order for you to get to where it is that you're going. No, I'm not saying that, but I will say with each level of growth, it's not the same type of hurt. You're not getting the same so-called hurt, if you call it hurt, that you got last time, because then that wouldn't be growing, because it'll be a repeat exactly of the same thing, and it's like, yeah, I can deal with this. It doesn't go like that. And it was just so refreshing sitting in class, and I'm never going to get tired of hearing this, y'all. I'm never going to get tired of hearing someone say that I'm here and I'm still doing the work. Because no matter how long you've been doing the work, no matter how much it is you make a month, a week, a year, no matter how many great relationships that you have or not have, you will continuously be doing the work unless you decide not to. And that's still okay, but I'm just saying, be okay with it. Be gentle. Be okay with it. Be gentle. Be okay. Be gentle. And even when you're not okay, it's still okay to not be okay. To be like, I'm not okay. Because I wasn't. And I'm not. And I'm still here. So I'm going to sit. I'm going to take some breaths. Exhale it. Allow myself to be present and keep moving. So if you're feeling like you can't continuously move, or you're under a doctor's care, reach out to your provider. Okay, I'm not telling you what to do and what not to do, but I'm saying if you feel as if it's so far gone that, oh my goodness, I really need some help, get some help. Get help. So I love you. Peace. I'm here. We're here. You're not alone in this one. But I did want to share that. Like, you don't have to be over it. Like, there's no be done. No. Allow it to ease and move because that's what it's doing. So, I love you. Make today great. You deserve it. You're enough. You showed up. And we got this.